Hey, what is up, you sexy beasts? It's Tristan here, and I'm bringing you a gameplay commentary about homecoming, my very first time going to a school dance with a girl. I mean, holy shit, right? That's crazy stuff. And so, yeah, I discussed this a little bit in my last video, which I'm going to show a segment here. He's like, yeah, we should probably turn back, and it's a one-lane road, so it was really, really hard to turn back. There was no space. There's trees on either side. It looked like this, also like this, with a little bit of, the worst part was this. And that was a really funny video. I think you guys will like it. Click the link in the description below. I'm too lazy to do annotations. I mean, come on, let's be realistic here. And I'm gonna get right into it. So basically, for homecoming, right? What I didn't know is that you're supposed to, because this girl goes to a different school than I do, is you're supposed to get a guest form filled out. Yes, I know, you guys will, duh, of course you're supposed to do that, Tristan. No, well, I didn't know that, and the reason I didn't know that is because, well, I've never been to homecoming. I've never had a girlfriend. No, I'm kidding. But, you know, I've never taken a girl to a dance. I've never taken a girl to homecoming. And even if I would have, it probably would have been someone from my school. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm texting this girl I'm going to take to homecoming. And we've been friends for a long time. We're dating right now, so it's fantastic. And I was just texting her, and then, like, this was Wednesday, right? And homecoming is on Saturday. And she's like, well, you need to get a guest form signed. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm supposed to get a guest form signed? What the hell's that? And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll go in there tomorrow and get it. So I go tomorrow on Thursday, right? And this was last week. So I went in, and I'm like, all right, I'm here to get a guest form for homecoming. And also tickets, please. So I get 2 tickets. I get one of the freaking things, and so she's like, okay, well, you need to go to the athletics office to get the slip for the guest form. I'm like, okay. So I go to the athletics office, and I'm, like, getting the guest form, and she's like, a little bit late, are we? And I'm like, wait, what? She's like, well, you waited till the last minute. And I'm like, okay, well, because I look at the top of the paper, and it's like, okay, well, you need to have this in 3 days prior to the school dance. So I'm like, well, shit. Because it's Thursday, the dance starts in 2 days, so I'm like, well, oh, well, I'll do my best. And so this is a pretty rough day, guys. And so school starts at 7:45, so, you know, I get the paper at like 7:40, and we go to class, and I'm filling out all the stuff I know, and I'm like, damn, I don't even know what's, you know, I've been friends with this girl for 4 years, and now I'm dating her, but at the time, I didn't even know what school she actually went to. I didn't know what it was actually called. So I'm texting her in class, and most of my teachers are okay with it. It's stuff. It's really awesome. I play phone games, text, whatever. It's fine. And so I'm freaking texting her, and I'm like, hey, what school do you go to exactly? It's weird because we've been friends for so long, yet I've never even asked her that. And so it's like, okay, because she used to go to my school. And then I'm like, okay, so I get that information, fill out the paperwork, fill out her name and stuff, but I still need her, okay, so I still need her signature, her administrative office signature, and my administrative office signature as well. And so I'm like, okay, well, I need to turn this in today. We need to get it faxed over to her school, signed and sent back so I can get it signed by my administrator before Saturday comes, because I would have to have the form Saturday in order for her to be able to enter the dance. So I'm like, okay, so what I did was, and I explained more detail about the weekend and extra details and interesting stuff that happened, winky face. But, yeah, other than that, in the description below, check out that video. It's fantastic, guys. And there's a funny story in that one as well. And so I'm like, okay, well, I need to get this in today. I need to get this, we need to get this faxed over. We need to get it sent over. And so she supposedly gave me the correct fax number, quote, quote, on the bottom of the page. So I put that on the bottom of the page. And she freaking emails it to the school, quote, quote, again. And so I'm like, yeah, babe, so she emailed your school, freaking Susie or whatever your administrative office attendant is or whatever, and she's like, okay, and so she goes to the office to check, and she's like, okay, well, there's no one even by the name of Susie here. I'm like, well, shit. So that didn't work. She obviously sent it to the wrong email, maybe a different school, maybe misplaced a letter, a number, I don't know, and so that was ridiculous, and we're like, okay, well, what do we do now? Because so she's like, okay, well, you need to contact this girl and get her to send this before the end of the day, because she didn't have school on Friday. So I'm like, oh, no, what do I do? You know? So I go back to the athletics office. I've been there about 3 times, because I went there once initially to get the paper. Went there after second period, or first period to give her the paper. And then went there after second or third period to check up on it. So I've been there 3 times. This girl seemed kind of pissed off with me because, you know, I'm just that one kid, like, come on, like, you gotta do this for me, come on, woman, and so, like, grabbing her by her collar, and I'm kidding, but, so, I've been there 3 times that day, and then I come back after like 6th or like 5th period or something, I don't even know, and I come back there, and she's not there. Someone else is sitting in her chair, just some student, and she's not there, and I'm like, I look at her name tag because I don't know her name, and I look at her name tag on her desk, I'm like, is she here? And they're like, no, she went home sick. And so I'm texting my girlfriend, and I'm like, well, she's not my girlfriend at the time, but I was texting her, and I was like, fuck, she went home. She's like, no, she has to be on school campus. I'm like, no, she went home sick. And so this was extremely bad because she had supposedly emailed it, had possession of my document, which she needed to have signed and sent back to me on Friday. So we're freaking out. She's getting mad at me because she's like, why aren't you doing it and stuff. I'm like, I have to go to class. So right before 7th period starts, I stop by again, and I'm like, okay, I need to get a hold of this document, and I need to talk to someone and get it sent before the end of the day, because her school is out early as well. So she didn't have school on Friday. She was out early, and so she had to get it signed before she went home. So she's waiting there at school, after school, and just her waiting to get the document sent and signed and sent back. And so we're like freaking out. And so she's texting me, getting a little bit pissed off at me because there's nothing I can do. I go in there. He's like, okay, come back 10 minutes before school's over. So I'm like, alright. So I go to class and I'm texting her and she's getting pissed off at me. I'm like, I can't do this till 2:35. And she's like, why not? Why not? Go down there and, do whatever. I'm like, he's teaching his class. I can't go down there. She doesn't really understand. I explained to it to her later. Sorry, guys. And so I'm freaking out. I need this signed. I need this signed by Saturday, or else we won't be able to go to homecoming, or I'd be able to go. Yeah. But we wouldn't both be able to go. So we're like, okay, well, here's what we'll do. So I come back there at freaking 2:35, and I'm waiting around. I have my paper in my hand. I'm waiting around for about 5 minutes. And then he freaking steps out of his office. A freaking halo encompasses. It goes over his head. Oh, like freaking halo music as well. Like, oh. Anyway, sorry guys, I get distracted. So, freaking, he comes out of there looking like an angel. There's freaking heavenly light shining behind this guy. And he's like, I'm ready to fax this over. And I'm like, oh. Like, I was so excited right now. Super freaking ebullient. And so I hand him the document. Puts it in the big giant printer, fax, whatever. It's like a multitude of machines. And he sends it to her fax number that I give him. Or no. He downloads the PDF to his computer because it's linked. And then he's like, alright, I don't want to deal with this. What's your email? I'll email it to you, and then you email it to her. And freaking, so it's 2:40 at this point. She's been waiting at school after school for like an hour. Her mom just got there. She's getting pissed. And he sends it to me, but I can't forward it to her with my phone. My phone's just being dysfunctional, and I couldn't figure it out. So I couldn't send it to her by my phone, so I have to wait till I get in my car, have my buddy copy down the email address, type it in manually because I couldn't copy and paste it. Made me so mad. And so I finally send it to her. She gets it signed. She emails it back to me. I print it, and we're able to go to homecoming. So that was just a ridiculous story about not being able to get that thing signed. I really hope you guys did enjoy this story. Have a great day, and remember the fact that I love you.